Hey everyone, Magic Lover, playing a little Legacy one-on-one action, still tinkering with the BantLorescale deck, trying a couple new cards in there, specifically seeing how a couple 4-drops work: Pursuit of Knowledge, Greater Good, and Harmonize. So we'll see how they do. What do we got? Oh, I like it. We got children, we got libraries, we got a threat, and we got land. I will keep. Uh-oh. Children of Corliss, probably not going to be a big threat in this match. Oh boy. Sure. I know no matter what for game 2, Pithing Needle's coming in. Naming everyone's favorite time waster. That's good, at least I'm not getting counterbalance this turn. Probably not getting stifled. Can't say for sure. You never know. Good news is if this gets, pierced or something or dazed, I can handle that, because then I can pay for dazed next turn, drop a second one. Gonna do Brainstorm maybe? Oh, there's the pierce. Okay. That's a good sign. He doesn't want to see a library. It's unfortunate, because I would have sacked children, drawn 3 next turn. Been pretty well ahead of the card race, but oh, there's the counterbalance. That's right, I'm pecking away. His points add up. I have 3 threats. It's like half the threats in my deck. That's a little much. So he's gonna crack. Hopefully not Brainstorm. Top. There we go. That's good. I like it. I like it. That's a good sign. Come on. Yield to it. That's gonna stifle it. That'd be really funny. Always yes. Always yield. Still gotta click that. Okay. Let's keep. Let's keep. I like this plan. It's a good plan. Let's force him to either find a 1 or drop the top on it. Either works. Because I obviously just want one of these to resolve. And I'm okay if the second Corliss does not. Hopefully getting him to move his rook in support. No 1-drop on top there, huh? Okay. Let's get a beat in for 1. I may not even need to cast lower scale here. Let's get the snake out. Come on, Quaddle. wasn't a 3. Huh. Okay. So we're at 19 life. We have a threat. We have a library. We're going to draw 3 next turn. Bash for a bunch. And of course, Miracle. That would have been fun. So now we have this in play, though. At least we can play the, hopefully just drop a 3-drop, and well, it is red, white, and blue miracles. Yeah, I want that. See if he's got a snapcast or something there. Negative? He's probably like, well, it's the second one, who cares? Okay. At least next turn I can drop a Skulker and try to ride it to victory, drop a Quaddle and try to ride it to victory, so we'll see what we get. A second counterbalance, okay. Always yes, always yield. Okay, so let's get this down. See if that forces him to move. Yeah, I think some number of Cavern of Souls is coming in here. Either naming squid or snake. Okay. You know what? I'm okay casting this for a little life right now. It's a matchup where life doesn't matter that much. Oh, duh. Still swords, dipshit. Let's try something less stupid. That's a bummer, because if I'd kept that island up, maybe I could have... No, so he's got swords. That's during main phase, so he did draw the swords, okay. Doing some shuffling. Let's see what we got. Go for another lore scale. Doesn't seem to have a lot of 3-drops. Shows the Vendilion click in there somewhere. I didn't know he's got another sword, but at least I can run him out of that. was a quick putback. That pretty much means there's a 1. There it is, Pyroblast, sure. Maybe I should try to get Greater Good out. See if that does the trick. He was playing the draw go game. I'll take 1. Dig a little deeper. It's a lot of brainstorm. Just trying to keep jamming 3 drops here, I guess, right? Here's that click. So I might be locked out at this point. Just a matter of time before he entreats for, I don't know, 5, 6. Probably 4 or 5 to keep a top activation up at least. I'm just happy I ran him out of cards. I don't want any of these. So I'll go down to 2 life. Let's see if he drops the 1 on here. There's the click. To make him find a 1. Or put that top. See if he's got one. Pyroblast. Sure. Yeah, 2 1 drops, so he probably just lets me keep it. I'll have no threats. He's killed or buried all them so far. Oh. And that's the game. So I did 18 points to myself, and then Click will do the last 2. Seems fair. Okay. So, Needle's a for sure. Greaves is a need. O-ring I like. Ooze isn't going to do much. Finks isn't going to do much, so... yeah, I think all things considered, Swords is probably not great since it'll have Caracas and very few threats. I'll give it a shot. See what we can do with an O-ring and a bad attitude. Wrong color. Sure. Nah. About to lose 4 life here. Brainstorm, Crocus top, Jesus. BS2, counterbalance, Crocus, Saturday top, click. Okay. Hasn't changed? That's a good thing to see. I like that. Found 2 mana sources. Focus. Two brainstorms, counterbalance, top, and click. So let's see if he found another mana. He did. Bummer. Hmm. So I'll go for quad. You know what? I should probably play. Well, my rationale with there is he didn't have a red source, so Pyroblast was dead. But Pyroblast would be live if he draws it to kill it. And if he does that, I want him killing Chasm Skulker. Because odds are things just get Terminus or Swords. Well, it's going to grow next turn by 4, so bash for 6. I'll have him on a 3-turn clock unless he can find a Terminus or a Swords. We'll see if that happens. Ooh, I like that. That's a good sign. Okay, let's force him to do something main if he wants to use the top. Name Flooded Strand, that'd be funny. But I will name top. And I'll get a little greedy. Not gonna lie. I do want the next land. And I'm okay putting a Quaddle back. Looking for that swords now, aren't you? Ah, crap. Of course he's got the Terminus. Of course you do. Some number of Gaddock Teague might be good for this deck, too. So as usual with a top tier 1 deck, my opponent is in the driver's seat. Oh, Jace. Right. Yeah, get me a library, please. I am going to need it. I did just tutor in response to a Jace, just realized that, like knowing the top card of my library. So, not the smartest thing I've ever done, but sadly by far the dumbest. Maybe I was doing that to bait him into going after what he knew would be on top of my library. Yeah, that's it. No, it's not it. It's bad play. Don't do that. Learn by watching me, kids. Don't do that. There's no need to do it until his end phase, but instead I just got lazy. And lazy costs games. Yeah, yeah. Keeping. Click. Good news is, I can't take that, and I got 2 threats, so I'm okay with that. I'm bound to find more. Of course, you can't do the annoying click a turn. At least it's not card disadvantage with the replace ability. Excuse me. Let's get the squid horror going. Like those glaring red eyes. See if Jace bounces him, or if you get a pass. Terminus. Yeah, don't bounce that Vendilion click. Oh, bummer. Oh, he did put a card in the bottom of the library. Wow, he didn't want click. It's just like, nah, I don't need this awesome card. Who needs that? Gotta remember to keep whatever on the top I don't want. So putting 2 back does matter the order. Counterbalance makes its appearance. I like that. See if he kept some 3-drops on top. Yeah, let's get a little loosey-goosey with the life here. See if he reveals. He has a top. Okay. Three more bites at the apple. What do we got? Arid Mesa. Pyroblast, of course. He knows about this, right? So I could just basically get witness countered. What do I got? I think we're pretty well lost here, but you know, there's always a chance. Sure. I could use the last 2 points of my life to probe. Sure, why not? Go for the snake. Bouncing dead, ain't gonna matter. Come on, I'm tapped out. You know what the card is. Just untap, bounce him, swing. Let's go. That's 2 tier 1 decks in a row, and as expected, Homebrew does not perform. Oh, not truly surprised. Not sure what. I mean, he knows I have one card and he knows what it was because it was returned with a witness. Just bounce the creature and swing, bro. This is the kind of dirtling stupid. Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not gonna let you put lethal on the board.